In our first encounter, we're looking at amateur cell phone footage captured outside a hospital late at night. The man filming had just heard a loud noise behind him, so he and his wife turn around, expecting to see someone entering the building, but there's no one there. When they decide to investigate a bit closer, they see something that defies normal explanation. Let's take a look.
Micro hospital. We heard a bang, and we turned around because we said, well, who is coming in? The thing is that there's no one behind us, and we looked inside the car, and we said, you see the car. Holy shit, huh? The worst part of all is that we don't want to go out not fear fucking hell. The worst part of all is that it moves inside the car and there's no one. Now we are going to go check the car, but it seems as if it were a reflection.
The camera points down a quiet hospital hallway. At the end, we see the exit, and just outside, his car. He explains that the sound seemed to come from that direction, so naturally, they check. Nothing. No movement. No one entering. Everything looks completely normal, until they focus on the car. Inside the passenger seat, something appears. At first, it looks like a reflection, but then it starts to take shape. A faint, human-like face. It's subtle, but once you notice it, it's hard to unsee. And it doesn't look still. It moves. The man insists the car was empty, but it doesn't feel that way anymore.
Fucking hell, no, we're coming out quickly now so you can see it's not a lie, man. Goosebumps, brother, goosebumps, scared shitless. There is no one momentum. It's a lot. Shit, and on top of that, it's looking at us, you son of a bitch. Chayo, my separation.
He decides to go outside and check for himself. You can hear the hesitation in his voice as he approaches the car, clearly unsure of what he's about to find. He opens the door. Nothing. No one inside. No movement. Just an empty seat. He walks around the vehicle, checking every angle, trying to make sense of what he just saw. Everything appears normal, but the tension is still there. Even a nearby dog we see briefly reacts, looking toward the car and feeling very uneasy. Eventually, he heads back inside, but this isn't over. Back in his original position, he points the camera toward the car once more. And there it is again, the same figure, sitting in the passenger seat. This time, it feels clearer. Almost like it's looking directly at him. It shifts slightly, moving toward the driver's side while he keeps the camera locked on it. Then slowly, it fades. The seat becomes empty again. Silence. But just before the clip ends, it suddenly appears again, popping up in the passenger seat, catching him completely off guard, and then the video cuts. So what do you think is happening here? Could this be a reflection distorted by the glass and lighting? Or are we looking at something that was never meant to be seen in the first place? Sometimes, it's not what you hear that's unsettling, it's what starts to move. In our next clip, we're following a woman alone at home late at night. She's been experiencing things she can't explain, strange noises, objects slightly out of place, and that constant feeling that she isn't alone. So when the activity starts again, she decides to record it. Let's take a look.
Guys, I've just put the camera on again because I heard things in the kitchen. This thing. Oh my god, the spoon's moving. Oh my god, did you see that? Oh, that knife. The knife's moving now. Oh. Guys, I just want to show you. There's nothing. I'm not faking this. Look, there's nobody under there. There's nobody under the counter or under the fridge. There's no magnets or anything like that. No strings. That spoon moved itself.
The footage begins with the camera pointed toward the kitchen. You can hear it in her voice. She's nervous. She explains that something has been happening in there. And almost immediately, we see it. A red spoon on the cutting board moves. At first, just slightly. A few centimeters across the surface. Easy to question, but then it keeps going. Sliding across the counter, toward the stove. Her tone changes. You can hear the fear building, and then the knife moves on its own. She steps closer, moving into the kitchen, showing there's no one there, no strings, no one hiding, nothing that could explain it. Let's watch that again.
Oh my god, that spoon's moving. Oh my god, did you see that? Oh my.
The movement is clear, uninterrupted, and completely unexplained. So what do you think is happening here? Could this be something simple, like vibrations or an uneven surface? Or are we looking at something actively interacting with its surroundings? How would you explain this one? Sometimes cameras capture things no one notices in real time, and sometimes they capture something that shouldn't be there at all. In our next clip, we're going to Krasnodar, Russia. This security footage, recorded in 2013, comes from inside a supermarket where staff and customers had been reporting strange activity, shadowy figures, and even people seemingly disappearing. So the staff decided to review the cameras. Let's take a look.
Вот это приборы находят. Опа, полетела.
The footage shows the entrance of the store. The quality is low and grainy, typical for older security cameras. Outside the entrance, a man is cleaning the floor. Everything appears completely normal, until something enters the frame, dressed in black, walks into view. At first, it looks like a person. Nothing unusual, but then it doesn't keep walking. It rises, lifting off the ground, before completely disappearing. The man cleaning nearby doesn't react at all, almost like he never saw it. Or like it wasn't there for him to see. But that's not the only thing this camera captured. A moment later, the cleaner moves out of frame, and almost immediately, another shape appears. This time it's different. less defined, more like a dark, smoke-like mass emerging from the hallway. It rises quickly and vanishes just as fast. Then, as the camera zooms slightly toward the storefront, it happens again. A dark figure appears out of nowhere, standing in front of the store. This time, it almost resembles a person. It lingers for a moment, as if it's looking inside. And then, the camera cuts. So what do you think was captured here? Could this be some kind of camera artifact, something glitching in the footage? Or are we looking at multiple shadow-like figures, appearing and disappearing in the same place? What's your take on this one? Sometimes animals notice things we don't, and sometimes they react before anything even happens. In our next clip, we're looking at home security footage recorded by a mother who believes her house might be haunted. She had been experiencing strange activity, objects moving on their own, and shadowy figures appearing in the dark. So she set up a camera in her basement. Let's take a look. The footage shows a quiet basement. It looks calm, almost cozy, but something feels off. In the center of the room, a cat is sitting on the floor, staring directly at two dolls, completely focused, not moving, as if it's waiting for something. In the background, small orb-like lights begin to move through the frame, fast, unpredictable, easy to dismiss at first. But then, something else appears. From one of the dolls, a smoke-like mass begins to form, slowly emerging into the room. The cat notices it immediately. Its posture changes. It backs away, keeping distance. So, what do you think is happening here? Are we just seeing dust or light reflecting in the lens? Or did this camera capture something forming right in front of it? And more importantly, what exactly was the cat reacting to? Sometimes the strangest things happen in the most ordinary places, and sometimes they happen in front of everyone. In our final clip, we're looking at security footage captured inside a crowded bar. There's no audio on this recording, but what it shows doesn't really need it. Let's take a look. The footage is grainy, slightly dated. The bar is busy but not packed. People are talking, sitting at tables, ordering drinks. Everything looks like a completely normal evening. Nothing feels out of place. Until it does. Behind the bar, near the coffee machine, a menu suddenly flies off, not slipping, not slowly falling. It's thrown, with force. Both bartenders react immediately, turning toward it in confusion. You can see them talking to each other, and to the customers nearby, trying to understand what just happened, but nothing else follows. No second movement, no clear explanation. Just that one moment, and then everything goes back to normal. So, what do you think caused this? Could it be something simple, like a loose object or an unseen movement? Or did something else make itself known, right in the middle of a crowded room? Would you have noticed it? Some footage doesn't come with answers, only questions. This was Void Frame.